In the history of mankind, inequality has always existed. At that time, there was a great inequality for women. For example, couldn't have an excellent job as men, or couldn't realize certain activities that only men could do. But in the actuality, inequality for women has changed. It is not there the same as it was before, but that doesn't mean that no longer exists. In this video, we will explain why inequality still continues. For example, in Mexico, that presents inequality in labor it still exists today, and more for the woman.
Gender inequality prevails. Women continue to work more and earn less, have fewer developed options, and suffer multiple forms of violence in the home and in a public spaces, in a society and a world, where the priority is to give greater recognition and better opportunities to the male gender. 43.6% of productive women work, and of these, few are able to occupy leadership positions in their jobs. Of the many faces that Mexico shows, one of the worst is the face of women, whether in conditions of equality or respect for their rights. Women workers have few conditions to guarantee their entry, permanent, and growth in a workplace. According to an analysis conducted by the Mexican Institute for Competitiveness, although Mexican women work a lot, their reflection in economic impact is lower due to the prevailing labor conditions in the country. Of the total number of women who are able to work, only 43.6% of them are part of the economic participation of the labor force, which places Mexico below the world average of working women.
Currently, 10.4% of women who work do so without being paid for their work, compared to only 5% of men in this situation. Usually, unpaid female workers usually work in business or even by the household.
Some causes for discrimination in the workplace. The difference in the labor sectors in which men have historically worked, and the low participation of women in leaderships and senior management positions, and the lack of policies to reconcile personal and professional life.
Situations of inequality or discrimination are also responsible for various problems related to stress, decreased motivation and work, lower levels of self-esteem, high levels of anxiety, irritability, insomnia, apathy. On the other hand, this lower rate of labor activity, higher unemployment rate, lower presence in decision making and representation positions, technological gap. Women earn less money than men, occupying part-time jobs in a higher percentage than men.
More women working part-time, more harassment at work, lower salaries, higher unemployment, fewer women in management positions. There are some among other solutions. Number 1. Avoid screening by gender in the selection of personnel. Sometimes discrimination against women is present from the very moment the profile required for a position is described and the offer is published. Number 2. Offer equal opportunities for promotion. Gender stereotypes lead companies to relegate women in many cases to certain types of low responsibility and, on the contrary, to promote men to decision-making positions. Number 3. Promote an inclusive culture in the company. Promoting an inclusive culture will improve the work environment. To promote is important work on both normative and cultural issues. Number 4. Pursue and recognize the good performance of women. Not only is it proven that women are not offered the same opportunities, but they are also not given the same recognition for their work.